Good day, Lords and Ladies, and welcome back to the last spell. Last night, bit of a hard fight. Definitely took some injuries. So we should probably heal you up. You're not really healed all the way, unfortunately, but it's just going to how it has to be. We do have potions we can give you to do a bit of the job. So, let's look at what items we have in the boxes. That's an offhand sword. Alas. Extra mana. Extra critical. It's the best out of the set, really. So let's grab that. Okay. Multiple hits, momentum, opportunism. The others are okay, but they're not going to be the thing that replaces my primary attack. The only one who's going to be using something like this would be give it to, it's not a great pick, to be honest. Armor-wise, okay. What does this do? Armor, block, dodge, okay. Anyone running around about anything, it really does a lot for them. Not really, to be honest. Trousers are just common trousers. I'll grab it. If it push comes to stuff, I can sell it for extra cash. Okay, this actually might have a bit more kick to it. Let's see. It's just a straight up upgrade for her existing. Okay, so it's it's a straight up damage increase. Level 5 spiked armor. It's not bad. Damage actually. I mean, it gives her a ton more armor, including block. 14% more damage is really nice as well. Extra poison damage. Not as good as that though. I intended to get this just because it's a straight up damage increase. Boosts up her base damage. And she's our primary damage dealer, so yes, he needs to have a better staff. Okay. Improve sealed. None of the others are really interesting, so we'll grab that. And I got an award. War Factory. Produce 40 items of your production ability in a single run. Very nice. Now this is more like it. So, he loses a ton of armor. Accuracy, health. Gets a nice damage increase. Frost Mage armor though. Health, physical damage, block. The extra physical damage is nice. We get a legendary helmet, which is block the damage resistance. I mean, I'm tempted to go for the armor, to be honest. Extra physical damage. The only downside is the daily health regen, which would take even more armor off him. Can't wear helmets. I mean, the only person that may benefit from her, they may get a use out of that, to be honest. They have extra daily mana regen, resistance, opportunism, dodge chance. But that also really increases his damage. And that's really good as well. That loses us how much? 53 points of armor, which is a lot. You can't wear helmets, I don't think. No, he's the guy that can't wear a helmet. This would lose us a lot of armor as well, because of the 25% health regen. If I give it to them, it has to go on one of the melee fighters. No options about it. Yeah, I grabbed that. It's not the best opportunity. It's not the best decision. But she has a good amount of movement. Giving that to her gives her more physical damage. That's block damage. She can't run with double shield. We could throw that on for him for the critical and the opportunism. Right, switch that out for at least. Ooh, minus health. I didn't see that. Okay. So nobody running around with low tier equipment. Can't hire anybody new. Your critical doesn't matter. Some extra health for you, or we could basically up your critical a bit more. $15 points, or we can just straight up give him more critical. Well, that will also get rid of his shield. Yeah, that's not worth it in my book. Because you're getting, what, 11 mana and 4 critical, and we're losing accuracy dodge. I mean, to be honest, what's his dodge? 7 plus 5 accuracy. I mean, if you give him that, his dodge goes up to 66%, which is really nice. Yeah, we lose a bit of accuracy. Which is that it's not great, but could be worse. The minus 20 points of health hurts. She hasn't got any momentum. She has multi-attack. Two-handed. It's painful to do that. I mean, but the extra resistance, opportunism, momentum, multi-hits, because you can hit more targets with her abilities, which is always nice. That's propagation. Actually, it doesn't get much out of the multi-hits, unfortunately, but the momentum, opportunism, and resistance is actually pretty good. Everything else we can pretty much sell off, to be honest, to raise extra funds. Yeah, sell an epic. I know, it seems crazy to do it, but unless that is better. So you get the armor. We lose a lot of mana though. You get a lot more reliability at the cost of momentum. But he's doing momentum building, so it's important. Yeah, let's sell everything we can get our hands on. That's a much better black book. That does more damage, but it's not as good with other things. And even the extra bit more damage isn't actually a bit more, but resistance, opportunism, experience gain. The bounce isn't really important. We've got here potions for healing, mana potions. Ugh. Reduction isn't too bad, but the cost of a whole movement. Propagation damage going up with skill range is not bad either. I might actually reroll, to be honest. Let's just go to our... Let's just go to our mage. Have a look. There's a tiny bit more damage, but the trade-off actually is pretty bad. We lose a lot of benefits. To be honest, I'd rather have propagation, bounce, and movement points rather than those. Okay, so I'm going to hit the reroll button and see if we can grab something a bit better. That's still there. Holy Ring. Ugh. I mean, health regeneration, healing received physical damage, stun chance might be good, but a lack of armor always hurts. That's much better early game. Ugh, the hit to reliability sucks. Oh, Spearman, where is he? A rusty spear. Nah, it's not worth it. Okay. Silver sledgehammer. You do a bit more damage. Still not a ton. Potion of health is probably what we want to grab. A loss of armor, but healing plus healing regen, which would give us armor if we give it to certain characters. I know there's some characters floating around who can have... Is there anybody who has multiple stat slots open? You do, which is basically physical damage and accuracy, which basically you're using that for. You'd lose the accuracy, stun chance goes up. A little bit more physical damage, not a ton. And it's a quite good chunk of change. Plus we lose 12. We lose. Well, that's not actually the thing we're losing it on. It's the other one. We'll grab it. Hit reroll one more time. See if anything really good comes out. That's nice. We lose a bit of armor. We get momentum and block, which is something that's actually really powerful for him. And that's a pretty nice set of armor as well. That's for the dodge build. Accuracy. I mean, it's really nice. Oh. But the loss of action pointers hurts. This is the thing, losing action points is actually really nasty. Yeah, let's just grab the sword for him. He loses a touch of armor. He loses 28 armor, but gets 4 block and gets some more momentum, which is good for his build. Let's do that. Yeah, process has been completed. Spend 3,000 gold on the shop. Ah, excellent. What did we get? Noble clothes, which give action points movement. That's not too bad. Making process on the other ones. This one is probably next when we get Biocraft 30 trinkets. Start with a trinket equipped. That's not so bad. Get 6 buying trinkets, so it's expensive though. Okay. Oh, the stuff that we have now. Health potions for him is necessary because he has to be like stuck into the middle of fights. So just having the ability for him just to heal up is really good. What does that give? Accuracy and movement points. Yes, you're losing. I wish you could switch over to this. So yeah, you're losing the accuracy and a touch of armor. Okay, you're losing some armor in exchange for a good chunk more damage and momentum, which is important for your class. The fact that he can't have a helmet, I've always hated. I mean, that sword actually gives a lot of armor. Is there anybody? Just give her that and give her like a ton more armor. We're going to get that health. 15 points of health. No, just give him that. Tanks him up some more. Okay. Something else. What was that? A new omen to diversify your strength. Sell 100 items at the shop. Items sold in the shop gain 10% more gold. Not particularly useful, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It depends on what runs you have. I suppose if you have a run where you're where your build is all about just... Ooh. That'd be nice. Get some really nice armors unlocked in the light armor category. Do that and get some nice buffs for that. Yeah, making progress. Constantly making progress. I gotta say, a lot of the omens, for me, a lot of them just don't really seem worth it in my honest opinion. Okay, so... 157 gold. And they're coming in from all sides. Let's be honest here, we are not going to survive the night. So let's spend our money wisely. So I need to build some more. Yeah, I need to build some more defenses. So let's reduce the cost of this. Get some materials. Gold. I mean, produce another item maybe. Could always do. Or we could tear it down for resources. Let's get materials. Okay. Okay. Got a ton of materials. No point hiring anybody in the capacity because we can't hire any more people. Everybody's sleeping. We did push back the wave, correct? Yeah, we did. Repelled it. Getting the Seer's Hut up early is so important in this game. Okay, so let's repair everything. For a start, and then see what we have left to play with. That got smashed so badly. Okay. And that's taken a good chunk of our money just to repair. We also lost a tower as well, which hurt. Good one there. Limited uses, automatically reloads during production phase. I mean, I'm tempted to be honest, because they're coming in heavy. This edge is very narrow, so we're never going to have an easy time holding it at the best of times. This side is much more open. I'd rather throw down a bunch of catapults, and we can upgrade them. Yeah, let's upgrade it. So you put that down. This will help secure this line, especially against like flying enemies and things coming over the top. This way is still going to be nasty. This narrow approach, though, is going to be absolutely murder. I'm going to have to put you, Sonny Jim. Yeah, it's definitely going to be you. And our mage are... If I stuff you up in this tower... You haven't got, like, great range. But you two are going to have to hold this approach. I mean, to be honest, I might switch you around. Put you here and have you here. So then you can sort of run about this side and do stuff. Down here on this approach. Oh, this is just going to be... We've got 2 people. I mean, having you up in the tower is probably the best bet. I mean, to be honest, having you here, because it's another narrow approach vector. And putting you in this corner instead so you can support either of these flanks. Is probably the best bet. You down here. And you holding this wall. It's not great. I don't think I can upgrade max capacity. And I don't think there's anything that turns up with unlockments, if I recall. Nothing that I have access to anyway. Better traits, starting weapons, starting trinkets, starting helms, consumables, varieties. I get the Raven Queens. Kill 450 enemies, that's gonna be impressive. Have a hero kill, because that means you had to do it all in one run. No. Okay, so we may be limited. It's probably going to be that we're limited to only 2 heroes, only 6 heroes maximum. Which is a shame. Unless we could put down another building. Sop. In, yeah, no, limited to 1. So yeah. I'm gonna throw a barricade in somewhere. Yeah, I'll throw a barricade in. I'll put one in there just because it gives us a bit more time to get around to it. They had to waste a turn hacking through it. Okay. I mean, this is going to be rough. It really depends on which vector they approach from. My main concern is this, which is that they're either going to all rush this corner down here, where we have Sarah and Armin, or there's just going to be like a horde of flyers, or I don't know, swimmers or something like that. Like maybe a swimming enemy turns up, I don't know. And they just swim in from this really unprotected edge here. Down here is going to be an absolute monster. I mean, if needs be, I'll have to pull someone off, or I can't. I've got only 2 people. And you're predominantly just like stun locking them. You're not doing a ton of anti-damage. I mean, the problem is I could pull him off to be down here. But the downside of him is that he's much more like a narrow approach fighter. So this wide open front, he won't be able to deal with as many enemies as I want. Okay, we better also do stuff like who needs to get their mana back up? Definitely you, because your mana pulls down. Didn't even touch the sides. Okay. You're pretty low as well. You're okay. Let's upgrade that. How much are you lacking? 16. And you're lacking... Let's see. So brain's not working today. You're lacking... The last person was missing 16. You're lacking... 8. So, to be honest, she needs more. Okay. Okay. It's going to be rough. This long flank here is really weak. And I've only got one bloke holding it. Down here we've got a number of blister to help us basically hold the line. But it's only going to be shooting, doing a bit of damage, not doing a ton. It's just going to be weakening them. Got the ranger up in the roof to basically help pick off flying like high value targets. This sector's just going to be rough. Little to no defense, and they're going to be on a narrow approach, so the spearman's going to have to really do his work. I should also at some point barricade the approaches into the town square. That's something I've not been good with doing. But yeah, I mean, it's either gonna basically we'll either survive or we won't. That's just how it is. Like we've taken a hit already to the last spell, or to the ritual circle. So it's not great. We're getting close. I do find Armageddon though is ironically actually a slightly better difficulty because you get a lot more resources. The fights are harder, yes, but you get enough resources to basically get your people out quicker. I don't know. Anywho, folks, I've been Cornish-knight. This has been the last spell. And next time we will get into this fight. It's going to be probably a long, hard and grueling fight. Which is why I'm not doing it now. Because I'm not feeling great at the time of recording. And I don't want to make any mistakes. So I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.